Hey, Profe Loco here with another special ed moment. To answer a question, how can I help my child who's struggling in writing? Well, you can compare writing to a very ancient and current activity, bow and arrow. This is a bow and arrow from the Amazon River, and they use this to stand in a canoe and shoot down at fish. But basic principles of archery means you have to have a very strong grip foundation. And you can see on the muscles in the hand, in the wrist, it's all very complex, and you really, for riding activity, as such as shooting a bow, you have to have fine motor strength. Now, the archers in England had to have a very strong middle finger when they would launch the bow. That was one of their anchor digits. And so if they were pursued by others and they got away, they would show off that middle digit as a sign of defiance, which is why that obscene gesture got started, which probably about 1,000 years ago, believe it or not. But in modern times, as far as putting together some fine motor strength, it's pretty simple. You just have to use some things you can gather around the house or a thrift store. You don't have to spend a lot of money. First one, go to the thrift store and get a mastermind game. This will help build those digits that are foundational for fine motor strength, which will lead to improved writing ability, because they'll be able to write longer, they'll be able to stay with a pencil grip longer. And you use these to say, hey, this will help you be a better gamer, or help them with holding on to their bicycle or skateboard or whatever activity they do outdoors. So take a peg like this, go to the next digit like this, and so on. Mastermind games are good because you'll find them at thrift stores, because once people find out, it's actually a pretty hard game to play. And like for me, I found out my kids were much better at it. Usually find these games pretty easily. Next one, you can get some rope or something and just walk a piece of rope. You can use a pipe cleaner. You can even use a length of chain. But professional baseball players strengthen their grip by taking something light like this and then moving up to a weighted object such as the baseball bat, and they walk it up. This works the forearm digits, which in turn strengthens those hand muscles. Get some rubber bands. These particular ones, you can find the best rubber bands when you buy some broccoli. And this is actually works for those with tennis elbow. And when you do this, it works all these muscles that combine here and reach a point on the forearm. But do a couple of sets of these. This helps. Get a bolt from a hardware store, spin it, just like that. Up and down, alternate digits. All these work to build that foundation for writing, which is our forearm strength. Get a noodle, from Dollar Tree or something, cut it up. You can use these foam things and do one digit at a time. If you want to go uptown, go to a sporting goods store, get these squeezing things. You can also use such things like these, but work each digit. The weakest digits are ring fingers and the pinky fingers. You can also order occupational therapy putty. It works better than silly putty because it doesn't stick into the ground or the carpet. And with my students with severe handicaps, with Down syndrome, severe autism where they couldn't communicate, we would do games where you go twist, 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 and you pull like that, and you scrunch it all up, and then twist, 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 and pull like that. And it helps for them because it turns it into a game, and this stuff is almost indestructible. and very pliable, and you get different colors that represent different textures of durability. Like one color is harder than another. You'd also get little foam things pretty easily. So, just like with the bow and arrow, you have to have a foundation of strength, just as the same with riding. So use some of these fine motor exercises to help your child with a foundation for success in riding. This is Profe Loco with another Special Ed Moment. Bye-bye.